What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all for joining me today. So today what I'm going to do is go over another review. This is going to be the full review of the Rapid Radios. So if y'all watched my first video, y'all know about 3 weeks ago I got a set of these Rapid Radios in, and I did do a little review, just kind of an initial review of what all you get in the box and the first impressions of it. Since then, I have actually did a pretty extensive testing on it, and that's what we're going to go over today. Just the general review. Like I said, I've had it 3 weeks now. I'm going to go over what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and see, if there's a place for these in the prepping community, right? Or for a prepper to use these and what they'd use them for. So starting off, this is what you'll get, right? It's a box. You'll get 2 of these in there. Each radio will come in each box, and pretty much you get a little instruction pamphlet, a charger with USB, and then a wall adapter. Then, of course, you'll get the radio, belt clip, and a lanyard. And then that's pretty much all that comes with it, okay? So starting off, I'll let you know a set of these things right now are $400. So they're not cheap, but typically us as preppers, budget gear is good, but a lot of times what we figure out is you get what you pay for, right? So anyways, I went ahead, I bought a set of these just to check them out and to see if I would use them in the, for prepping. On my initial review, I liked them. They are pretty rugged. And, you can tell they're not cheaply made. But then there also are some things that I don't really like about them. And that's what we're going to go over today. So starting off, the good things. So as advertised, he's supposed to be nationwide. As of right now, I've only tested it out about 100 miles away from my home, okay? Now, during this testing, there were several places throughout that I had either very limited cell phone usage or it was none at all, really, right? I would show you my cell phone, but I'm recording off of it. But so I have an AT&T cell phone, right? And typically I get really good service out here. It all depends where I go. Like I said, we went about 100 miles. My wife stayed here at the house and we tested them out. And these actually did very well, right? Even when I had no service with my cell phone, these worked. Now, and we'll go back in a little bit, right? Because without cell phone service, without cell phone towers, these will not work, okay? All right. So I like that they're clear and crisp, right? You can hear and communicate very clearly with these. Hello. Hello. All right, so right here you can tell there is a small delay in it, and which I did cover that in my initial video. But these don't work like regular walkie-talkies where it's just line of sight, right? You talk on this goes to the cell tower and then comes back to this. So there is a short delay. If we wasn't side by side, you would probably never know the difference, right? But just know there is a small delay. But these are well built. I did reach back out to Rapid Radios. These are water resistant, right? They're not waterproof, meaning as long as you don't pretty much just drop this in a pond or lake, what have you, it's going to work. If it gets rained on, I wouldn't want to leave this out in the rain all night. But from what they told me, an hour or two in the rain, as long as you're trying to keep it dry, these are going to work. Okay. Same way if you accidentally drop it in the mud, just clean it off and it should work. But if you fully submerge it, more than likely you just wasted $400. Now, I don't know what the return policy is on that. That'd be something between you and Rapid Radio. But so these are pretty rugged, right? You can use these in inclement weather. The battery life. So on their page, what have you, they say 3 days battery. I will let you know, using these a good amount, these will not last 3 days. All right, you're looking at about maybe 18 hours or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on how much you use these. Now, if you just have these on like how I have them on right now, and they're on standby mode, yes, they last roughly 72 hours. Okay, but talking on them, using them, they're not going to last 72 hours. All right. Another thing I like about these, very easy to use. So these will come pre-programmed, right? If you buy just 2 radios, the 2 radios will be programmed to talk to each other. If you buy 3, 4, and more, what have you, these will be programmed, and you'd be able to program what group. So if you just want to talk to one specific person, or if you want to talk to the whole group, that's how these will work. You don't have to program anything. The only thing I had to do when I first got it was change the date and time on here. Another thing I like about it is, so right here, if you can see, open this up, and you could use a mic or a headset. So I've tested these out several times. I just have a mic right here that I use for my Baofeng. So I mean, it's a universal. You just plug it in. Hello. Hello. All right, it works vice versa, and then also with like these earpieces, right? Earpieces. Now, what I will say is, when I did try with the earpiece, it's not as clear. Now, it might just be my earpiece, right? The mic might not be good or what have you, but I'll let you. Hello. See how it's kind of staticky? Like I said, that might not be the radio. That might be my earpiece, because it's an older earpiece. But like I said, the mic worked well. And I like having the option of that, especially earpiece, what have you, to where if you're using this, maybe you're using this as your primary means of communication, and you're trying to be stealthy or quiet, or don't want other people to hear your conversations, it's good to have the ability to have a mic or earpiece, right? So I do like that. And I like that they're well built. Now, I'm gonna go over some things I do not like on it. So the first thing, I mean, these are kind of expensive. $400 for 2 of them. So you're looking at $200 a piece, which it's not bad, right? It's not bad. But what they also don't tell you, and they show it on the box, it's kind of a little bit misleading, which I knew this beforehand. But on the box right here, it says no fees, and it says no monthly fees. So that's right, you don't have monthly fees, but you do have yearly fees. So it's $50 a radio. So I'm looking at $100 every year after this first year that I have it, right? And you'll pay that every year if you want to keep these going, right? So $100 a year, which also ain't bad. I mean, if you figure it up in a monthly, I mean, uh, it's less than $10 a month for both of them. Now, what I will say, so you're paying $400 for two of these, and like I know I have several cheaper, just regular walkie-talkies, and they have like the NOAA channel, the weather channel, right? So you can listen and know what's going on as far as the weather. This don't have that, right? And I was thinking maybe, as expensive as these things are, maybe it would have that, but it don't. Another thing I don't like on this is it's really customizable. The screen, you can't really customize nothing, right? It's already preset, and that's it. The only thing you can change is the date and time, okay? Which is not a real big deal, but I would like to have that customizable ability, if I wanted to customize it a certain way, but you don't have that. What I will tell you, so far, I have not had any issues with these. I know a lot of preppers are checking these out to see if it would work for them or not. What I will say is if all the cell towers go down, these will not work, okay? These rely on cell towers. Same thing as what your cell phone uses. But what I can say, this is a good alternative. Excuse me. This is a good alternative. By meaning, if I was to lose my cell phone, break my cell phone gets stolen, or something like that, I would still have the ability to make contact with my family or, whoever has the other one, right? Just know, like I said, so these are not like just a standalone communication device. Because cell towers go down, you will not be able to use them, okay? But as of right now, I've had these, like I said, almost going on a month. I like them. They're going to be going in one will be home with my wife. The other one will be with me or in my get home bag when I travel long distance, whether going to work or what have you. I'm going to use them for a alternative communication device, right? I think most of the preppers know about PACE, right? Primary, alternative, contingency, and emergency. So whereas as before, I was going, cell phone, then it might be a email, and then a ham radio, and then so on. This now I have my cell phone, which will be my primary. In my secondary, now I could use these. So if my cell phone goes to shit, gets stolen, what have you, I can still communicate. When you communicate on these, so you can only communicate 1 minute at a time. So you can have a 1 minute conversation, then it's going to cut you off if you haven't cut off already. And then as far as replying back, 1 minute. So 1 minute is the time frame as far as during each communication. But I'm going to keep these. I'm going to keep these. I think they are going to be valuable to me. If I ever get in a situation where I need an alternative communication device, this will help. Not only saying that, so especially during these natural disasters, when you have very limited cell phone service due to everybody is using their cell phones to communicate, check on loved ones, stuff like that. These could work, right? So you wouldn't have to worry about clogged communication as far as cell phone. You could use these. Now, I have not personally tested it like that. I have so far this year during hurricane season, we've been lucky. I know people in North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. Well, especially Florida. Florida just got hit again yesterday with Hurricane Milton. And if there's anybody watching this video from these states that got hit with the hurricane, if you was able to use these, let me know. Please put it in the comments. Let me know how they worked, right? Like I said, I have not been able to test it as far. I have not been able to test it like that. If y'all have, leave it in the comments, please. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this review. Like I said, I had them 3 weeks so far. They're holding up. They're doing good. I like them. I'm going to be using them. They're going to be implemented into my get home bag, stuff like that. And if anything changes, they decide to take a shit on me or don't work or what have you, I will make a updated video and let y'all know, what happened to them. Right now, I like them. I'm going to use them. If y'all's interested in getting them, hopefully this video helped y'all out. So please just so if you like the video, please go ahead and like it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Y'all stay safe out there. Remember, those who prepare today survive tomorrow. Thank y'all. Patriot Prepper out.